Hello, this is Amy Kovalchick coming to you from the Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. I'm with Coach, or should I say Dr. Coach John Giannini of the LaSalle Explorers. So you have been exploring yourself quite a bit, sir.
Yeah, it's been a great day over here, and I enjoy your company. We got to have lunch together. You pronounced my name perfectly, like they did. My dad is from Italy. We went back with them, and that's where I realized it's Giannini, and you nailed it, because that's how the Italians pronounced it.
And I did say Giannini to memorize it.
Exactly.
So, Coach, but congratulations on becoming a doctor. So how did this all come about? I've read back where you once wanted to be a sports psychologist.
Yeah, it's, well, coming out of undergrad, I was a psych major, and I never even knew sports psychology existed, but doing a research paper, I realized there was this field that combined my love with sport and my interest in psychology, and I really wanted to help athletes as a sports psychologist. But while I was in grad school, the way I got through grad school is I wasn't ready to give up basketball, and the only way to stay involved would be coaching, and the only thing you're qualified to do is to be a grad assistant. And through that coaching experience, you just kind of get addicted to the challenge of coaching. It's unbelievable, and it's emotional, and it's intense, and it's full of adrenaline, and that's the life we lead. There's a lot of lows, but the highs are really high. So
what do you bring with your philosophy? Because I feel you're a philosopher. How do you translate to your players that logic that you have with becoming a doctor?
Yeah, I think you talk to them an awful lot, and you be very consistent in your messages. And it's interesting, throughout my coaching career and education, those messages changed. I started out being a person that just wanted people to get better. Don't worry about winning and losing. Give great effort. Be effort focused, and get better. Then, even dealing with little kids at camp, you tell them that and they'll work. But all of a sudden, if you say, hey, the winners in this game get to go to lunch first, they work twice as hard. And you learn pretty soon that people want to win, and they like to win. So I've probably become a whole lot more competitive in my focus, and I talk about winning more now. And we're a program that wants to win, and we're at a level where you play the best teams in the country, and you want to be one of those best teams. And the only way to do that is to win games. So everything we do in practice are things that directly we have to do in games to win, whether it's a box out, whether it's rebound, whether it's talking in transition. But we try to work on things that are relevant to winning, and we always tell our players that, okay, we have to do this in order to win, and this is why. So they kind of know why they do the things we do.
Speaking of winning, Coach, you are the winningest coach in LaSalle's history. Did you know this?
Well, I don't think I've had a 31-2 team like Speedy Morris, or won a national championship like they did at LaSalle, or coached a 26-1 team like Tom Gola. But I will say this: the school's been patient with me, and we've been able to have success. And in the A10 era, Speedy Morris was just inducted into the MAC Hall of Fame because they have just the best teams in the history of our school in that league. But in the A10 era, the school has gradually, supported the program more and more and more, and we've been able to compete with the best teams, and they've been loyal to me, and we've been fortunate to win a lot of A10 games. So that's where the winning part comes out.
And this year you have junior guard Jordan Price. What do you expect that he'll do this season for you with all the success that he's just had with the preseason?
Yeah, I think Jordan, his whole life, has been a great scorer, but he wants to be known as a great player. So we've challenged him with that, and we have the same goals. He wants to play professionally. He wants to play in the NCAA tournament. So he is defending better. He's passing better. He's in the best shape of his life. He will get a deflection when a guy's open for a layup. He'll talk to his teammates to make sure everyone knows who they have in transition. So he is, I think, more in tune with what it takes to win at this level. He has high goals, and I think he's pushed himself to become a better player. So I think he's going to score like he did last year, but I think he's going to lead us to more wins. And I think people at the next level who look at him will say, this guy really can defend. This guy really is a good passer. We can win with this guy.
Well, Coach, I know you got a train to catch, I think literally in a few moments. So one quick question. Chicago native.
I know.
Cubbies, are they going to do this?
Yeah, they're in a hole, but it's interesting. This is not about a great season. This is about Cubs fans have waited their whole lives for this. This is about our memories going to games with our grandparents and them waiting for it. So this is a multi-generational longing that is coming out in these games. So I think unless you're a Mets fan, the rest of the world has to be rooting for the Cubs.
Well, they have my back because they beat my Pirates, as we've talked over lunch. So that's okay. That's okay, because you're a nice guy. So, well, Dr. Coach John Giannini, thank you so much, and we wish you the best of luck this year with LaSalle.
Amy, I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.